That hat is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm supposed to clap. Alright. Hey Dave, I think it's on. Can you make sure it's on, correct? I was just looking for you.
Dude, so when you clap like that, he just comes running?
That's what I do.
That's pretty cool.
You sync
We have those.
You sync sound to video when you clap. You got the clap then?
Yeah.
Right,
But it's cool that you come running when I clap as well. Here we are on the Zach Moore Show, Onnit MMA Hour, whatever it is. Here we are with Brandon Mccaghren, B-Mac Ninja, B-Mick Ninja, B-Mac, Brandon McNinja, B-Mac. Yeah. Anyway you want to call him, one of the friendliest guys in Jiu Jitsu, one of the best announcers too as well. And one thing I really wanted to ask you is how did you become so articulate in the way you speak about Jiu Jitsu?
That's a great question. I have a lot of public speaking experience coming in before I ever started Jiu Jitsu.
Okay.
So I've done I've done a couple of different speech classes, and then just what I worked on, my first major and my first job and stuff. I had to talk a lot in front of folks.
Yeah.
And so a lot of public speaking experience, as I say.
Yeah.
A lot of public figures. I have quite a bit of public speaking experience, and then I spend a lot of time studying Jiu Jitsu, and so I'm real obsessive. I just kind of focus on one thing.
Yes.
I'm kind of one of those dudes who I can only do two things. I can play a guitar and I can choke a guy. You know what I'm saying? I can kill people with my hands. That's the only two skills that I have. Everything else I'm terrible at. And so I'm real laser focused. I'm always
I understand that.
watching matches or taking in this guy's instructional or this guy's instructional or whatever, or just sitting and writing out my thoughts on. But it's always about jiu-jitsu, dude. It's for me. I know that's kind of strange. Sometimes people are like, "So you don't do anything else?" No, I don't.
You're at the top of the game. You're at the top. I mean, in terms of you're near the top in terms of people who are articulating the sport.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And then what you're doing through Instagram too, which is what's your learning process in terms of how? Because we were talking about injuries the other day, so I'm always dealing with some stuff going on. So I'm trying to be more like a coach in how I approach being able to articulate it on paper, or being able to talk about it with words, because it's a different language. So how do you, especially with 10th Planet, we have all these, or with any system, you got all these different moves that are part of the language that you're doing with your body and with words, and trying to understand the conversation. Because when you guys talk sometimes, I'm sitting there, I'm enjoying hearing it, but there's some times where I'm like, whoa, they're going off into
too much.
A different fluency of this language.
Oh, okay, different fluency, interesting.
Yeah. How do you learn?
I think this is a quote from Josh Waitzkin.
Read the book.
Okay,
Awesome
great.
book. Yeah.
How you learn anything is how you learn everything. Mm-hmm. Right? So find something that you've already got a really good grasp of. What is that process? How did you come to that process for yourself? For yourself, how did you come to that process? Because it's different. Your answers are going to be different. You may be a visual learner. I'm almost totally an auditory learner, which is very strange. I learn even when I'm learning when I'm talking. I'm an external processor. You know what I mean? So, but you need to know how you learn. So take something that you've already figured out pretty well, or that you feel like you've got a good grasp of. How did you grasp that? What stages did you go through? Was it passion that drove you every day? Was it immersion that caused it? Was it purposeful? Was it intentional? Or was it just dedication showing up every day? You know what I'm saying? And so how you learn anything is how you learn everything. You take those lessons, the lessons you already know, and apply them to the new thing. Apply those lessons, apply the process to the new thing. If the process is always the same, it'll always produce the same type of product.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I always talk about the process. Being in Alabama, I got Nick
Saban signed. We were just talking about that this morning.
Yeah,
so
the process.
Eric Anders is one of my, I don't want to say he's one of my guys, but I work with him twice a week. Him and just a couple of, with the whole Spartan team down there. With him and Walt Harris.
It's quite a
Jamie
squad you got.
Dude, we took in some new Brazilians. They're all crazy down there. Anyway, it's a great squad. But Eric played linebacker at the University of Alabama.
on that national championship.
He's the one that hit Colt McCoy.
Oh, man,
he's the one.
He's the one that broke our dreams as Longhorn fans.
He's the one, man. Yes, he's the starting linebacker that year. And he talks about Saban as process oriented, not product oriented.
Yeah.
you can only control what you can control. And the process is something, it's something that you can 100% control, right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens on game day, you can't control that. You can just do what you prepared to do.
Yeah.
But if you didn't prepare to get the product that you wanted.
What's cool about that is that I was a developmental editor on a book in 2008. The guy who's the process guy behind Saban, the sports psychologist, I edited his book because my dad published it.
I forgot to talk about that.
So,
Whoa.
so it was like, so that's always been a thing for me, and then seeing it go on with Nick Saban and seeing it over the years continuing, I'm such a big believer in that, the process. And what I feel like Saban's done now at this level to be at is that he knows what he's supposed to do every day as an organization to get to that end result of a national championship. And they know if they do the things that they're supposed to control, what they're supposed to do on that daily basis, it results in, this is the output with all these inputs.
Yes, dude. Sweat the small stuff.
Like
there was this book, I can't remember, I don't know, maybe it was a great book, but it was called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. You remember this?
Yeah.
And I didn't read it, because that doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Dude, sweat the small stuff.
Sweat the details.
The small stuff matters the most.
Yeah.
How you do anything, how you learn anything is how you do anything is how you do everything as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's one thing we were doing yesterday on the mat. I was just talking to Lonnie here about all the pressure I had of all those black belts. When I was doing something, I'm normally that choke. I'm not that comfortable with it anyway. But it just reminded me is that like because my football background, my weightlifting, my meathead background is that I'm always just going. My nickname's here Go Hard, right? So it's like my nickname. I need to get a little bit off brand and into the details of.
Dude, the details are what matters.
It's just
faithful over a few things makes you faithful over many. If you can be trusted with the smallest details, you can be trusted with the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sweat the small stuff. I think totally sweat the small stuff. That stuff matters. Now, like the idea of that book, I think was like, look, man, don't be so stressed out.
Yeah, don't be so stressed out.
Yeah, and he was correct. You know, that is a correct idea.
That is correct.
But both those things can be true at the same time. It's a suspension bridge. Opposite truths are what make us able to cross that chasm. That's what holds the tension of the bridge. That side and that side. Don't sweat the small stuff. Plus sweat the small stuff gives us a tension that allows us to navigate these very troublesome waters.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, of course, don't be stressed, but pay attention to the details. You know, pay attention to details. And what led you to 10th Planet? Because you have an interesting story you were kind of a Ronin, or...
Yeah, I mean, kind of, I guess. I didn't... So when we started martial arts, there was no Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in our city. There still isn't, other than our school. So we started at a place called Webster's Martial Arts Academy, Webster's Karate.
Yeah.
Jamie Webster, awesome instructor, pretty good grappler in his own right, actually. He wasn't a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu guy, but of course we would roll some and fun, you know, great time over there. But I wanted to do Jiu Jitsu. And so I found out about Eddie Bravo was coming to do a seminar. I didn't really know who he was, but it was the first time I had known that you could go do jiu-jitsu with like jiu-jitsu people. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the coolest things about the sport.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And so some guys were like, you want to go? Yeah, that sounds great, dude.
Yeah.
He taught a 6-hour seminar. He covered the entire twister path, like the basic twister path and the basic rubber guard path to the omoplata from start to finish. Both of them in 2-3 hour seminars in one day. And it was just cool. I liked his style. Just started, bought all his material he had out at the time. I think it was just the Master of the Rubber Guard book.
Yeah.
And the Jiu Jitsu Unleashed. Excuse me. At that time, I think it was just those 2 books. Yeah, it was definitely. And just started just find anybody I could to roll with, to train with. Just anybody would be good. And they didn't have to be good, but I had to travel to find good people to train with.
Being in a small town, I mean, you're kind of a really good example of if you build they will come. But like if you do things the right way, to being in Decatur, people come to you.
Yeah, people come to Decatur from all over the world. There are people there from multiple countries, multiple cities, every night. Every night in Decatur, Alabama. We have 50,000 people there. There's no other reason to come.
And how far away is it from the airport, dude? Just to get
an hour.
Yeah, it's not an easy place to get.
No, it's expensive to fly into also.
Yeah, it takes a couple flights probably, maybe. Because So from a business growth perspective, you're an interesting guy on social media. You're an interesting guy with people flying all over to come to you. What is it that what do you do as a businessman that you think that you could something that you can impart on another jiu-jitsu owner, like gym owner?
So I don't know that I'm a great business guy.
Okay.
I'm trying to be a good business guy, but what I do think I do well is I just give everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, I don't hold any secrets. Like, oh, what's going to go on your Instagram today? Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
all of it. I'll give all the information away.
Yeah.
And then ultimately that leads to people being thankful and grateful, and that's my business. If I was just being honest, is I just give, tell you what I have to tell you, and tell you all of it as much as I can.
Yeah.
And tried my best to expect nothing in return. I don't always get there, we're a work in progress, all of us, right? But try to expect nothing in return, and generally speaking, you get more than you would have gotten in the first place if you'd have set a price on it.
Yeah, and we're all thankful that you're here this
Dude,
weekend.
I'm pumped to be here.
And you're about to go on, so I don't want to take too much more of your time. But what are you about to impart? What wisdom are you about to impart?
I'm gonna impart some stolen wisdom.
Stolen wisdom.
Which all of my wisdom is stolen wisdom.
All of our wisdom is stolen. Yeah.
It was unearthed from another source for sure. This is we're gonna do the anaconda.
All right.
So, that's not an uncommon submission, but one of my black belts, Matt Scaff. Shout out Matt Scaff, the master, in my opinion, the greatest master of the anaconda choke known to man. I'm going to share some of his secrets.
Secrets.
Talk about giving stuff away. I give it all away, so don't tell me nothing, or I'm going to tell everybody.
All right, we're about to sign off here. He's about to go on. He's about to teach us about the anaconda choke. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Just go to my Instagram, brandonmc.ninja. On Facebook, I got a private group. Just asked to join it. brandonmc.ninja is the group name. I have a website. What's it called? Oh yeah, it's brandonmc.ninja. And then what else? Hey, if you just want some free stuff, you can go to nogihelper.com, and I got like a 4-video series on just how to not get crushed when you're on the bottom and you're new.
And you got all your truck series and stuff.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff out. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. The YouTube channel. That's the big thing. That's the big thing we're pushing right now. I should have said that first.
I would imagine that it's called
BrandonMC.ninja.
Yeah. There we go.
Just go search BrandonMC.ninja on YouTube.
He's got it all. So it's not gonna be hard to find. You got no excuses out there.
Nobody else was looking for BrandonMC.ninja.
No,
it was easy. It was very inexpensive.
So you can find him anywhere. It's not gonna be hard to find. So there's no excuses out there. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Thank you.